And tell us a little about the story of, when you
paint.
stopped making and when you started.
I used to paint when I was in my 20s until I quit painting one day, and then I wanted to do something else. I opened a bookstore, used bookstore. And I think the emphasis on used is important because I like used stuff. Anything that has, for whatever reason, it's like the moment if I get a new book, I want to use it. I mean, there's something about it, I want to do something with it. And because at the used bookstore, you get often a lot of stuff. And I got a lot of magazines that I didn't sell in the store, but that I kept and that I liked for whatever reason. And I always thought one day I'm going to do something with these old magazines. And I guess the time arrived, came, whatever it is, and these are the things that I did with all those magazines that I kept. And I can talk a little bit more about the magazines because they're pretty unusual. I mean, meaning so a regular person wouldn't be able to find those magazines unless you're a collector, and the collectors know their stuff. But a few people go to the libraries, because the libraries will still have, or a few libraries will still have hard copies so that you can actually see what those magazines were like. And those are mainly from the 30s and 40s, from Fortune magazine, which started in the 30s, or like right during the Depression, which was a strange time to start. I mean, this is, I guess the 30s were, right? Yeah, it was started by the guy from Life magazine, and they had a lot of money, and they put a lot of, they hired the best people that at the time they used the best materials, paper, stock, color printing, whatever it is that was available at the time. And it was like they hired well-known photographers. I don't know how well-known they were, like Margaret White, Walker Evans, all of those people were in the magazine. Early on. So, and everything went okay until late 30s when, Europe started, or at least during Hitler started, and then the war started. And then things started changing. So you saw the magazine change, and then you also saw the paper stock changed, meaning the quality of the, they didn't want to print on such nice paper any longer, and the quality of the reproductions changed.
Where did you find them?
Oh, through the bookstore, because I had a bookstore, so those were that was stuff that people,
Oh, they brought it in.
Oh, usually what happens is in used bookstores, people call out if somebody dies or somebody has died, and the family, they want to get rid of the stuff.
Oh.
And then there's always more stuff than that I'm interested in, but then they say, can't you take it all? And I say, all right, I'll take it all. So I take all the things, and then once in a while, if I was bored, I'd look and let's see what I got there. Or at least do something about it. So I spent with that. It was through, so it was purely, I wasn't interested in necessarily magazines. I wasn't interested in Fortune magazine. I wasn't really, but I'm interested since I had a general use bookstore, you get so much stuff, so many different subject matters and this and that. So there was just that, and those stood out.
So these are related to that?
These are the ones that I use. to cut up.
I see.
So that's the part of it. It's also, normally people, so I'm cutting up stuff that other people collect.
Right.
So that's also, there's something about that is a little bit, oops, and is that allowed? Is that, but then I felt since they're mine, I can do it.
Yes.
Right?
It makes a statement.
So there was well, it wasn't a statement.
But it is. It's saying that it's.
No, but just because I'm talking about it, it's a statement, but I didn't think of it in that way.
Right.
Meaning it was just, it was just stuff that I had, and I just felt it would be interesting to bring it to light. I'm sorry?
Can you speak a little louder?
Yeah, sure, I'll try. Anyway, so it was not, it's just, sometimes I guess with art it is just a way of you think, oh, somebody else might like to see this kind of a thing, because it's hidden. I mean, stuff like that is hidden in magazines. I mean, meaning there is no, and it's like and it's the physicality of it, of the thing being in a magazine. If you bring it out, it's not through photography or whatever it is. There's just something about it that I thought could be of interest, or was of interest to me. Then you think, oh, maybe somebody else is interested in it too. So that was it. That was really the. Because I've seen art, we all have seen art, and then you think, well, that's something maybe that could, would be of interest just because of my situation, and that other people haven't seen those things. So that's really that's really how things happen.
When you first started, were you just messing around, or did you have a goal?
Absolutely messing around. I'm a great believer in that. Anyway, no ideas. I didn't have any ideas. There's so many ideas in the magazines already, so that is already what you have to deal with in order to get away from whatever it is, because it's not. I mean, it's like this kind of a reverence for industry and capitalism and all of that is in the magazine right there. It's like, that's something that that's not what I was interested in, kind of a thing. So that you have to get rid of. You have to. Some of the writing is actually pretty good. And some of the pictures are pretty powerful within themselves. I mean, I don't know if people. I mean, those, they were great photographers, and they're very well printed, and they're beautiful, some in their own way. I mean, meaning but it is a reference for industry and machines and this and that. I mean, nowadays we would call it fascistic. I mean, meaning there is something about it. So that was also the nice thing about it, is to make it smaller. So then this was this reference for everything big, and my work is pretty small, and I like it that way. I need it that way. I think it's
Did it take you a minute to cut into it? Like, was there a moment where you felt like maybe I should not, because these are old? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, once I started to say, fuck it, I mean, this is it, right? I mean, meaning there is no, because it's like an internal thing, right? I mean, if you don't want to be disrespectful, kind of in a way, it's like that's how I was raised. So that's not that kind of, but then once I go for it, then that's it. Then it doesn't come up anymore. I mean, or at least once in a while you think, yeah, it's a strange kind of a thing, because other people really do value it. I mean, it's precious to them. I mean, and you don't. So but it's not. I hope they don't take it personally. It's nothing to do with that. I mean, if they.
I'm really glad that you used Fortune magazine. I work for Time Inc., which is where Fortune is from, and that, particularly that magazine, did have fine artists. It was shocking Walker Evans was a photo editor there.
Yeah.
And they just used, and the cover is all like beautiful art directed design, which is weird for business magazine. Most of that stuff is digital now, so I love that you brought back something analog because it is about the printing that they could do at that time, the variety of papers and stuff. So I was really very happy to see what you did.
Thank you. Yeah, that's, I mean, I'm glad that that's the whole purpose of the exercise, I guess. It's, you know,
Yeah, that magazine showcased some very, very important work.
yes.
Like Evans, that was a showcase for some of his best work, you know. The beauty of the working tool, I think he assigned himself, he was picture editor for quite a while, and he assigned his own stories and wrote his own stories too, many of them. But the beauty of the working tool is just an iconic series of photographs that were done specifically for the magazine. And yeah, it was a very important publication.
Yeah, and I think it's, yeah, people are just not aware of it. I mean, it's not, I mean, people know, yeah. I forgot what the story was. I think that even we work, let us now.
Praise famous men.
Yeah, praise famous men. I think that they wanted to, I forgot that they wanted to write an essay. First there was an essay, they went down south, the cotton pickers, and then they ended up not publishing the article, but that turned into Let Us Now, Praise Famous Men. Yeah. Yeah.